Hi, my name is Charlie Johnson, and today what I'm going to do is show you how to build a website and a web server on your own computer, so for testing purposes and also maybe for training purposes. So the first thing we want to do is we want to download a package called WAMP, and WAMP stands for Windows, Apache, MySQL, and PHP, and those are all programs that run on a web server and will make your computer into a web server. So the first thing we want to do is open up a browser, and we'll just search for WAMP, and wampserver.com is where we want to go, so we'll click on that. And then go to the download area, and then you have to decide whether your computer's 32 bits or 64 bits, and this one that I'm using is 64 bits. So I'd click on this and download this, and I've already done that. So let me show you what that looks like once you get it downloaded and installed. If you go to the lower right portion of the task bar at the bottom of your lower right screen, and this W says server offline, you want to click that and put online. That's the first thing we do, and it takes just a minute for it to go online. Now you notice when you hover over it, it says server online. The next thing we need to do is we need to build a database. We don't need to know anything about databases. We just need to make a database and make a user for the database. So if we go to PHP MyAdmin, and then go to databases, and we'll enter a database name. We'll call this Joomla. Joomla is actually a package. It's a CMS, a content management system for building websites. We're going to download a copy of Joomla in a little bit here. Under the collation, let's use UTF-8. So just scroll down until you see UTF-8, and then use General CI for case insensitive, and click Create. And now you notice down here that we have a database called Joomla. The next step is to go over here and click Check Privileges, and then we're going to create a new user for the database. So we click Add User, and let's just type in admin. Under any host, let's make sure localhost is chosen, and then down here we'll put in a password. Then you got to re-enter your password again down here. Then go down clear to the bottom and check all, so that all privileges are chosen. And then in the lower right hand corner, click Go. And we've just added a new user for that database. So now we can exit out of PHP MyAdmin, and the next step is to download Joomla. Okay, so now we're going to go download Joomla, and we're going to go to joomla.org. Then we're going to go to download, and we'll do the full package, version 3.4. So here's a couple different things that you could try. Joomla hosting, which we're going to download Joomla and host it on our own computer. If you already have Joomla, you can upgrade to Joomla 3.4, or you can download the full version 3.4.zip. So if you just click on this, it'll say, do you want to open or save? Depending on your, I have Windows 7, so if you have Windows 7 or Windows 8, this will be what you would do, is save it. And I've already saved it. And so once you save it, it's a zip file. And then to open it up, you go to Windows Explorer and then go to the spot where you saved it, where I saved it in this Joomla folder here. And this is what it looks like. It's a zipped file, and so you want to unzip it or extract it. So you extract all, and once you extract all, it creates a folder here called Joomla 3.4.1. Now inside this folder are all the files that you need to run the website on the content management system. So what you do, a Control-A to select all, and then right click and copy, and then you want to go to the C drive and WAMP, which is what we installed earlier, and the www folder, and then paste all this information in. And it takes just a short amount of time to do this, so we'll wait for it to install. Okay, now that that's copied into that folder, let's go ahead and close that folder, and we'll go to localhost, and now we're going to install Joomla. So let's give it a site name, and we don't need to worry about the description yet. I'll show you how to go do that later. And the admin email, I'm going to put my email, charlie@charliejohnson.net. And I'm going to give it admin for the username and then a password. And confirm the password. And then click next. And if you entered everything correctly, it'll allow you to go to the next step. So now we're going to do the username, which is admin, and the password that you entered into phpMyAdmin earlier. The database name, we called it Joomla. Table prefix, you can change that if you want to, but this is just what the table prefix will do automatically. And then let's go to the next step. You can install some sample data, but I'm not going to recommend it, and we'll worry about the rest of the configuration later. So we click install, and if you entered in the database name and password correctly, you should be getting this screen. And we'll pause and let this install for a minute. When you get done, you should get this screen. Congratulations, Joomla is now installed. You have to remove this installation folder in order to continue, and then let's click on this site and it'll show us what the website looks like so far. And then there's our test site. Here's a main menu with the home page, and this is the home page. We haven't done anything with that yet. And there's a login form, which I'll show you how you can use that later. And that's how to install WAMP and install Joomla on your own computer, and you've got yourself a web server with a website. And so tune in for our next video, how to build a site with Joomla. And if you have any questions, you can get a hold of me on my website, www.charliejohnson.net. Thank you.